Starting at only $110 are the New Balance Hesi Low V2s, one of the best budget hoop shoes out right now. What is good, you guys? Today we are reviewing the New Balance Hesi Low V2. These babies retail for only 110 doubloons, as I just mentioned, and can be found first link in the description if you want them. Off rip, let's yap traction. The Hesi Low V2s feature this squiggly radial pattern that goes apart from this pause sign, I think, in the middle, or maybe that's 2 in Roman numerals because these are the Hesi Low V2s. On top of this, the grooves in the traction are pretty deep, so they would last you a good amount outside, and the materials that make up the traction is this like solid medium level hardness rubber, which feels pretty good. I think would be adequate for both indoor and outdoor use. And then in regards to performance, I have zero complaints. These babies pretty much never slipped out, grips in every single direction. Again, like I said, zero complaints. Don't believe me? Check out the quick traction test. As you can see, like I said, grips in every single direction, had a very high pitch squeak. And again, no complaints in that department. I'll probably give these a solid 9.3 out of 10. Again, phenomenal traction, no complaints. Next, we talk cushion. The Hesi Low V2s feature a full-length setup of New Balance's, what's it called? Fuel cell foam technology. Big fan of it. I think they have them in these right here, which I've used before. Absolutely loved it, and they threw it in this and I still love it. Felt very, very bouncy, very low to the ground, amazing impact protection, and honestly I was pretty surprised that the cushion was this good considering they're only 110 bucks. What I tend to see is with budget shoes, they really skimp out in the cushion department, and it's good to see that New Balance threw out a budget shoe with pretty solid cushion. So surprisingly good, better than I would have expected, pleasantly surprised. 8.3 out of 10. Mucho, mucho. Next up, we talk support. The Hesi Low V2s feature a heel clip in the back, aka a heel counter. I don't know why they want to try to call it something different, but whatever they want to do, they could do. On top of this, they have a pretty tight upper, which I'm a big fan of, and an advanced locked lacing system, which, again, I'm a pretty big fan of. But to be honest, I think the support tech is kind of lacking in the shoe, especially since like nowadays they have a million different things that you could do. To my knowledge, there's no like shank plate in the bottom. And again, the heel counter is a little bit low. So in regards to the support department, I didn't run into too many issues, but I will say the support is nothing like crazy. It does help that the shoe, like I mentioned earlier, is pretty low to the ground with the cushion setup. So you don't need, I think, a ton of support tech, but not much in the shoe. This is probably where the cost cut was made in the development process. So, I mean, you've got a give and take with a $110 shoe, but again, it's still not that bad. And on top of this, in this section, we also mention the fit. And I would say these babies fit 100% true to size. If you want 11, get an 11. It's that simple. So overall, in regards to support, probably the most lacking part about the shoe, but still really not that bad. So I'll give these a 7.6 out of 10. Now let's talk materials. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a medium level hardness rubber. Solid, pretty good. I won't go too in depth in that department because we already yapped about it, but let's talk about the upper. The upper is made up of what New Balance calls a lightweight textile knit material, if I'm correct. Feels good, like it says in the name. It's pretty lightweight, pretty breathable. It does like feel a little bit cheap, but like on foot, don't notice it. And then also in the materials section, I also like to talk about the weight because I think that's kind of where it falls in. And I would say these are on the lighter spectrum of hoop shoes. I guess that kind of makes sense because of the lightweight textile upper and excuse me, and the minimal cushion setup. I think these are really, really light. So overall, in regards to materials with a little consideration of weight, I'll give these a solid 7.8 out of 10. Now let's talk about the look slash. In this section, I talk about the silhouette of the shoe, the colorway I currently have in hand, and the best other colorways currently out on the market. First off, let's talk silhouette. I think these babies are insanely sleek. A big fan of these super sleek looks. I think this is a huge upgrade from the New Balance Hesi Low V1s, which I will go snag real quick. just for y'all. These babies right here are the Hesi Low V1s, and side-by-side comparison, I think 100% of the people in this video will agree with me that the Hesi Low V2s are much better looking. New Balance, still thank you for sending these over. This is not sponsored. They did send these over, but again, not sponsored. Thank you for sending these over. These are way better. In regards to colorway, I know these are the black and red, aka the bread colorway, but they do have a fancier name that I totally forgot. I'll pop it up right there. Thank you, editing Parker. You are so sweet and hot. But yeah, I do love the colorway. Traditionally, I tend to go towards more fruity and like vibrant colorways because I'm a fruitcake. But these, I don't have many like blacked out hoop shoes, so I don't mind it. And then in regards to the best colorways currently available right now, I'd say these are probably the best. And I think a lot of you guys would agree with me. But the other few colorways that look decent right now are these Blue Johns right there. And then these Emilion de colorway, which is pretty clean, but again, not as clean as these babies. But yeah, overall, the looks, not too bad. I think there are a lot of other hoop shoes that look better out currently right now. So I'll just give these a solid 6.9 out of 10. So overall, between that beautiful price point of only 110 bucks, phenomenal traction, surprisingly good cushion, and overall extremely mucho performance, I would consider the Hesi Low V2s to be one of the best budget hoop shoes out right now. If you only got 110 bucks to your name and you want a pair of hoop shoes, these would probably be top 3 in consideration for the best budget hoop shoes you could get. 100 likes and maybe I'll do a best budget hoop shoes out right now. So overall, these babies get a phenomenal rating, especially at only 110 bucks, of 8.1 out of 10. Like I said, if you're on a budget, only 110 bucks, go snag them.